Yes, first of all, thanks for having me on the show. Now, my name is Christoph. I used to run the YouTube channel Novritsch. I think the biggest leap that the airsoft industry made in the past couple of years is actually nowadays you can buy a gun and play with it. And this was not true when we made this company, right? Like 5-6 years ago. It was literally like, buy this gun and then you open it and then you change the spring and then you have to put bushings and you have to change the bucking and you have to rewire to teens and you have to put an ETU. That's not the case anymore. There's many brands that you can just buy now and they're really nice to use. So the next big leap, I am actually not sure, because what now happened is this big entry barrier of I have to be a technician in order to play this sport. It's not there anymore. Anyone can now buy a very affordable AG and be very competitive in the field. So I actually don't know the answer. I don't know exactly what's coming next. I think just don't take it too serious. What I find so beautiful about airsoft, and now this excludes competitive airsoft, which is also beautiful in its own way, but I think it's amazing that it's a sport where it's not really about winning. Like, you shouldn't go to an airsoft game and say, okay, I'm here to get as many kills as possible. Like, this is the wrong approach, I think. I think it's so liberating to just go and say, okay, I go so that everyone here is gonna have a great experience, right? And I really appreciate all the people who come and play with something ridiculous, right? Like a shotgun or maybe like a revolver. And I feel like you don't really see this in other sports because most sports are competitive. When you look at soccer or football, no one would ever do something ridiculous, right? You want your most lightweight shoes and clothes that don't limit you. And because airsoft is not competitive, it became this like, there's so much variety in this sport, right? People run around in ghillies and sniper rifles, and even though it maybe doesn't make sense, it's just kind of cool that there's so many different play styles all coming together and just fighting each other. Yes, 100%. Very different. One example is, let's say, gun safety. When you go to the US, you actually feel safe in a safe zone, you know? Like, you go inside, they put barrel socks onto all guns. They don't touch them. They don't play around in the safe zone. But at the same time, in this safe zone where there's airsoft guns, they also have firearms, which is very strange, right? Like, the guy has concealed carry a firearm, a loaded firearm, right? But at the same time, he has an airsoft pistol which looks exactly the same on the table, right? So you feel safe from an airsoft gun safety, but then it feels kind of unsafe because there's firearms around, right? And that's just one country of many, right? In every country it feels a little different. They have slightly different rules, different fields. In some countries it's not the airsoft guns in the airsoft zones that are dangerous, but they have snakes in the field, and so wildlife is different, you know. So yeah, definitely airsoft communities are very different around the world. I think that it's dangerous. People think airsoft is dangerous, but what I like so much about airsoft is that I think the amount of adrenaline you get for the injury potential is extremely good, because, okay, let's compare it with another sport that gives you the same amount of adrenaline. I think maybe skiing, maybe downhill biking, or driving a motorcycle. But these sports can actually kill you, right? They can kill you, they can get into a wheelchair. And airsoft is, I feel like the most horrible thing that can happen to you in airsoft is that you twist your ankle. I think you get all of this bandwidth of emotions, from scared to happy to relieved to everything, right? For ultimately actually no danger, right? It's really not dangerous to play airsoft. unless it's a field where no one made sure that it's safe. And that does happen sometimes, that there's like staircases without handrails. That is actually dangerous. Yes, we will announce a HB sniper rifle at IAA that's in 2 weeks. Also a new sniper rifle. I mean, guys, just check out the IAA video from 2025. We're gonna present everything. There's lots of cool new stuff coming, and yeah, the company is growing, also the development team. So it's not just that we create more products, but the speed with what we create new products is getting faster and faster because the company is growing. Hey guys, if you live in Indonesia and you want to get into Airsoft, or you're already an active Airsoft player and you want to know more about gear, reviews, different fields, and really the whole environment, then go check out airsoftindonesia.com.